just love Maria and Tony so much.
Come on, we have a time limit. We gotta go. Hi, I'm Chrissy.
I'm Austin. And we know we were going to talk about Civil War this week, but we just got news a couple days ago that ABC canceled Agent Carter, so that kind of has taken priority over any Civil War video we were going to make.
Agent Carter isn't getting a season 3. However, fans aren't taking that laying down, and they've started a petition for Netflix to pick up Agent Carter. So these are the top 5 reasons why we think that Netflix should pick up Agent Carter. So reason number 1 is Agent Carter is the lady superhero story that we have always been wanting.
The really cool thing about Agent Carter is by having it set after Captain America, we get a female version of the really typical male superhero story. Peggy now has a very, dramatic, emotionally led, hasn't moved on, but dark and gritty past, superhero origin story.
Well, and not only that, but in so many male superhero stories, they emotionally distance themselves. They don't get attached to people because they're worried about hurting them. They're worried about the people in their lives dying. And we get that with Peggy. There's this fantastic conversation with her and Jarvis where he's like, "Are you gonna distance yourself from the people you wish to protect?" And she has all of that man pain that male superheroes usually get.
Number 2. Agent Carter has a really fantastic cast of lady characters. Rose is totally sweet, but also can punch a man out. Violet, who could very easily just be constantly fighting with Peggy over Daniel, and there's some of that, but they also get along great, and they're great friends. Angie is just a huge old ball of fun, and Whitney Frost is a fantastic villain in season 2 because she's very feminine and very sciencey, and you don't necessarily see a lot of women in the sciences.
Getting a lady villain in the show was really cool as well.
And Dottie's another great lady villain. I mean, the Red Room in general is a really cool concept and totally fit perfectly with season 1 thematically.
And so we get to see these women with lots of different nuances and characteristics, and they're not stereotypical ladies. Reason number 3 is the fantastic friendships that there are between tons of different characters in the show. In the Griffith, where Peggy and Angie live, you can tell that there's a lot of camaraderie among these women. It's not super catty, they're kind of really supportive of each other. We get this dinner scene where they goof off and kind of talk about hiding food from Miriam, which is really fantastic.
Specifically, one of my favorite is Peggy and Jarvis. Peggy gets a lot of the traditionally masculine roles, the fighter, the protector, and Jarvis gets a lot of the traditionally feminine roles, the support, the cleanup, the emotional support, as well as physical and stitching up. So it's really wonderful to see those roles reversed without making Jarvis into a joke.
Another thing that I really love about Peggy and Jarvis is there's a lot of mutual respect in making it very clear that these two have an equal power dynamic. And now my very favorite friendship in all of Agent Carter is Peggy Carter and Angie Martinelli. You just see this beautiful development between these two women being really supportive of each other. And by the end of the series, Angie proves that she can be just as helpful to Peggy. It ends with the two of them moving in and being roommates, and Peggy finally is like, "Okay, we can be friends. I will let you in. You're important to me, and I would like to keep you around."
Number 2. Agent Carter calls out sexism.
So one of the scenes that I really love is one of the first interactions we see between Peggy and Thompson. He comes to her and asks her to file things and says, "You're just so much better at that kind of thing than I am." "What, Agent Thompson? The alphabet? I can teach you. Let's start with words beginning with A."
So the key to this scene is it's not that Thompson necessarily thinks that women are better than men at filing or the alphabet. He thinks that Peggy's kind of useless and all that she's good for is doing food orders and filing paperwork.
In general, a lot of the men in the show just underestimate Peggy and all of the other women. And they use that sexism and that underestimation to their advantage.
Whitney Frost uses her husband as a puppet and a figurehead while she conducts research on Zero Matter, and she's actually the real brains behind the company. He's just the pretty face. We also see the other forms of sexism where instead of pushing people down, it's raising them up on this pedestal through Sousa. He treats her with more respect than the other men, but he also expects her to act up to these specific ideals that he has, and when she doesn't, gets very upset and very angry that she hasn't fit this perfect cookie-cutter mold that he made of her.
No matter if you're underestimating women or trying to put them in this cookie-cutter mold where you think they're perfect, you're not looking at a woman for who she really is. Number 5, our final point, is Agent Carter shows that women can be both tough and feminine at the same time. One of the things that I really like about Peggy is that she's feminine, you know, she's got her nails painted, she's got her lipstick on, she dresses fantastic, but at the same time, you know, she can bludgeon a man. In a lot of other shows, we get like the Natashas who do the jumping and the twirling and a lot of gymnastics. That's the way that most women fight. Women are expected to be very light on their feet and jumping around and things like that. It's not very physical in the way that Peggy is. She's not pretty when she fights. It's very, very rough and physical, and fists are involved and bones are broken. So it's a nice way to see that she's a very feminine woman, but she fights dirty. So it's really cool to get to show girls watching the show that they can still be girly, they can still love pink and dresses and lipstick and nail polish, but they can still be tough. So those are our top 5 reasons why Netflix really needs to pick up Agent Carter. We need a season 3, we need more lady friendships, we need more Peggy showing little girls that they can be whoever they want to be. So if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, leave us a comment, let us know why you think Agent Carter should get a season 3. Go sign the petition. If you agree with us and think it should get a season 3, we'll link it in the description below.
Follow us on Twitter. We have a Twitter for our channel, as well as individual Twitters for Chrissy and myself. And tune in next week, and hopefully we'll actually get to our breakdown of Civil War.
Nailed it.
You killed the moment.
You killed it by making me have too many feelings. I don't know what I'm saying.
You know what really killed it? Peggy.